Oh, I met Sean, had been quite a few years ago because I don't know his age at the moment right now, but he was about 13 years old. And I was working at the Fat Mac Rib Shack with Felix. And his father used to bring him down there, and he would come there and sit in, and he sat right beside Felix.
So please join me in giving it up for Felix and the Cat.
I met Sean at a guitar show in Atlanta, and he was, I don't remember what booth he was playing at, but it's a pretty famous story, and he was just ripping, and they had a big group of people around him, and Glenn was with him, and I think that he was 12 at the time, I think, something like that. I've seen a lot of kids and even grown-up players that play, but they don't have soul. And you could see that in his playing at a very, very early age.
He was a great guitar player then at 13, and but he loved what Felix do. So he would sit right next to Felix, and he watched Felix. I mean, and Felix would show him different things. I mean, you know, different things that he did.
I know with a lot of his friends, older friends, we just kind of pointed him in the right direction, you know, and said, listen to T-Bone Walker. He really wanted to learn blues at the time, and learn T-Bone Walker and Freddie King and B.B. King, the Kings, of course. And he went away for a while, and then he came back, and he had pretty much all of those styles under his belt, you know.
He had an impact on so many people. He played music. It's sort of hard, you know, hard to talk about music, what it means and how it affects people. Changed a lot of people's lives.
It seemed to me like a grandkid, you know what I mean? That's where I felt towards him. And it acted like, to me like he didn't meet no strangers, you know? Everybody was a friend.
He also was very, I think, attuned to other people's feelings. I've seen him on stage with people with lesser abilities, and he never would try to burn them up or anything like that, like more insecure guitar players will do sometimes, where you get into these guitar battles. And he was never really into that. And I always like that, because that's a real sign of maturity.
Let the devil take tomorrow. For tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone.
Wow, it's a good story about how I met Sean. I actually knew Paul Linden from Felix and the Cats, and he introduced me to Felix Reyes. And because Felix's drummer, Spider, was having some surgery, And I actually took Spider's place for a couple of weeks while he was recuperating from surgery. So when Spider came back, Felix said, you know, Spider's coming back, but I got somebody I want you to meet. And he took me down to Fat Matt's, and I met Sean Costello. And I think at the time, Sean was maybe 14, 15 years old. And it just blew me away. Sean asked me, he said, how would you like to play drums with me? And I said, I would love to.